Hello and welcome to this video. I just want to say congratulations, welcome, you're here, you've made it. I want to thank you for taking the time to read this blog and watch some of the videos because you're here on the top 7 reasons why the government sucks. That was actually an article I wrote back in 2012, and so it was funny. I actually came across it the other day, and I was like, "Oh, this is actually pretty cool, pretty funny." I wonder if I just reposted again. So what I did was I took some of the content, reposted again, and as always, it started to blow up again. And so what I want to do is I wanted to create this video just to, number one, let you know kind of like the face and the voice behind the article itself. My name is Brian Cain. And I really appreciate whether like you agree with some of the stuff I said or you don't agree. If you're here on this page and you actually took the time to maybe click the links and read it, I appreciate you. I really do. No matter what political party you are a part of, no matter if you are someone who has a specific maybe sexual orientation, or if you are someone that is of any, I guess, political movement going one way or the other, no matter where it is, I just want to say, like, I really appreciate you. And if you stick around me for a long period of time, like for instance, you start reading some of my blog articles or maybe start seeing some of my ads on Facebook, because kind of like the reticular activating system, once you've seen me once, you'll start seeing me over and over and over again. I want to share with you the little secret. You might even see like I just noticed this too. You might see like some weird writing on the background. I'm someone who works full-time from home. I don't walk into like a 9 to 5. I don't fight through traffic. I'm someone who shows up to my computer and to my webcam and to my mobile phone. Anywhere that I have an internet connection, I am running my blog website. I'm selling products, because you'll notice that in the banner, in the top header, the sides, no matter what side it is, and below, there's going to be a place where you could probably put in like your contact information, or where you could click and start reading more content. And what will happen is you'll notice that I'll give you some pretty awesome value for free just for getting on my email list. And I'm someone that I love to give value. I love to share exactly what I'm doing. Like for instance, how I did the work once in this one post back in 2012. Today of doing this update is February 26, 2019, still working to this day, even better because of the 2019 technology. And there's certain people that have avoided like trying to market online or sell products on the internet or use their small business, their local area to get more customers in the door through the use of social media, not understanding how targeted it is. And I was very fortunate back in like 2010, 2011, and especially in 2012 when I first wrote this blog post, that I discovered a simple formula for taking a customer on the internet, like where they don't even know who I am, not yet, and I get traffic to a site and they get to learn a little bit more information, and it's like, oh shoot, I didn't even know where I was on the internet, but now I seem to know who Brian Cain is. I heard the sound of his voice, I got to see his picture, and now for whatever reason I'm seeing him over and over and over again, because he might be someone of value and someone proven in the marketplace based off of like past teams that he's built, based off of maybe certain books that he's been featured in, things like that. I really want to kind of help you have a breakthrough moment, because if you're on this article right now and you're one of the people that are like, I love the government so much, Brian. The government doesn't suck. They provide me with my fixed income that I worked my whole life for, and my whole life is the number in the bank account, which I'm having a hard time living on because the government, I love them so much. If you're one of those people, I appreciate you too. I really do. And I'm not saying like I hate the government should fall and it should collapse. I think I might have said that in the article. I can't exactly remember. Sometimes I just write stuff, you know, like I just write stuff. Some people might call that fake news. Some people might call that telling the truth. Depends on what type of perspective you have, because it's always funny how you can always take a look at one thing and you could be one type of person or you could be another type of person, but you see that same thing very differently. Well, the very differently thing that I saw was back in high school, where I was getting really good grades. Like I had like AP classes all over the place, and then what happened was there was this one program that was supposed to be like a college prep course, because what my goal was was to kind of go in that college prep course and qualify for their scholarships because I didn't know about entrepreneurship at the time. And so that was what I was doing. Well, I was the only student in the whole class that, because I was working at a legal office at the time, the very first job that I ever had, I was 16 years old. I was referred in by a soccer coach because they said like, oh, well, Brian's a good person and it seems like he's moving pretty quickly. Why don't we put him in like the legal field? So went into kind of the legal field, legal office. And over the course of the couple of years there, that I spent kind of like doing a bunch of things, one of the things I learned how to do very well was organize and take digital copies. So like if I was like scanning in certain files and saving them to the computer a certain way, well, what I was doing in school whenever I had a test, I would go take the test and scan it in. If I had like some notes, I would go scan it in. And so I would carry around like a flash drive. Anytime like a teacher said, hey, can you pull up the assignment? I'd go to the computer lab very quickly and I would have the assignment faster than anyone else because I would already have it. Other people would have to go home, try to find it and bring it to school the next day. I was one of the most organized people in the school. And so what happened was, because I didn't follow their note-taking style a certain way, even though I was obviously getting good grades at the time, then I actually had gotten like an F in that class, and so I talked to the teacher and let her know like, is there anything that we can do to raise this? This is a college prep class, and I have high grades in the rest of my classes, and the college prep class she wanted to do the notes her way, and because I didn't want to do it her way, I didn't want to follow the system, follow the government, you know. They tell you to do stuff and it's not the right way. And you know in your heart that you want to do things the right way and do things that are probably the most efficient, like for your family and helping the people around you. And like a lot of people like make these dumb mistakes where they go and they work like 9 to 5, thinking like, oh, this is the best way to help out my family. It's the best way to live a paycheck, and it's the best way to earn a little bit more than minimum wage, and I must be doing better than everyone else. And what I'm telling you is, if you've never read anything like this, like you don't watch videos like this often, like you actually don't hear rants, or you don't hear like, how can I improve my life? You don't read books like Rich Dad, Poor Dad and the Cash Flow Quadrant, and you don't really understand how possible it is to create like different ways of earning in life. For instance, let me give you here, let me clear the map for you and give you a quick example of how I create an income online and how simple it can be. Now, don't get me wrong, there's lots of complicated parts. There's a lot to learn. It took me almost like 5-10 years. Like, it took me a long time to learn this stuff. And I'm a slow learner. Like, I talk a little bit better today. Like, you can hear like, Brian, well, you're just talk, ramble. There's probably some like salespeople that are watching this and they're like, oh man, Brian, you suck at this, and you could actually do it better. And I wish I was doing the video because I can present better than you. And what I'm telling you is, I suck at this stuff. I'm just being me. Like, I'm like looking at the camera like sometimes, not all the time. You can make these mistakes and still do it, because what it is it's doing a certain type of content a certain way and structuring the pages a certain way, where if you post on like Facebook or even like if you run ads, however you decide to run traffic, let's say I run ads, and let's say I spent $100 in ads. So I took $100 bill and put it into the computer. Like, I took $100 bill, put it into the computer, and then what happened was, you run the ads for that 100 that you put into the computer, and they go to the blog, they go to the traffic, they read some of the stuff, and a certain amount of people will click the banners and click the websites. Well, when they click the banners and click the websites, then they find out a little bit more about who I am, because I'm literally showing them how to make their first sale online, and I'm like screen sharing, showing everything, and giving some pretty massive value. I hope that you actually go check that out, because it's actually pretty sick. And I give that away completely for free. Like, go check it out now type of thing, you know? And so what would happen is, when they got into like my recommendation section, they just wanted to buy what I had. And let's say that buy what I had was a $200 commission for me. That $100 that I spent in paid advertising to earn a $200 commission. Do you see how that's rinse and repeat? It gets a lot easier to get traffic when you can just keep money flipping, clicking links on the blog at any time you choose. My name is Brian Cain, and you're gonna love me. Some people are watching this video and they're just going to leave it. Some people are going to watch this video and they're going to opt in my stuff and they're going to be working for me with years, and I'm going to become one of their best friends because I'm going to help them make a lot of money. Some people are going to watch this video and they're going to believe that I can. And some of these people are going to watch this video and believe that I can. Honestly, I don't care if you believe it's true or not, because the only people who are going to know it's true are the people that put in their email address somewhere on my site, get on my email list, and see if I'm the real deal or not. And see how many people I've actually helped, or if I've helped anyone. You can actually see on the inside the testimonials. Because the truth of the matter is you can't depend on the government at the end of the day. The government's not going to take care of you with the stupid fixed income. What you want to do is you want to take control of literally everything that happens around you. You want to take control for the health that you have in going to the gym and dealing with your faith. Like if you're someone that's a religious person, you're someone that participates in religion and you practice and you want to grow your spirituality, that's your responsibility to do. That ain't the government. If you are someone that wants to have more friends and have better friends and not reject people and have more people come to you because they actually love you, and it's kind of like this win-win give and take, and so it's like value being exchanged all over the place, like those type of relationships, like the positive influence ones that make you happy, then yeah, if you want to focus on that, the government ain't going to do that. When's the last time the government gave you a friend? The government might send you to jail, and they might give you some friends there that you might not want. They might do that because government's good at throwing people in jail for stuff that's like mediocre compared to like the stuff that they should be throwing people in jail for. You know, like when it comes to like finances, you think the government's going to give you money? I mean, how many people go to the unemployment office and go try to get income over there? How many people try to go get food stamps? Like, do you know what's a lot less work? To go make a sale in the business. Like, what's better? You're trying to make money. Is it easier to go like sign up for like a little internet thing and have a business going so that way you can actually sell products and do it without you physically being there, because like you're like Brian, shoot work once, write post once, send traffic into automated video system that builds a relationship so that way by the time you actually talk to me, like on Facebook Messenger or on my phone, I rarely take phone calls, but if you are the person that calls me and I do end up answering and then you actually talk to me, you'll feel like you've known me forever. But if you think about it, we've never actually talked before. Isn't that interesting? So can you build relationships on the internet? Can you sell stuff on the internet? Of course. Of course. Because if you're still watching this video, that's proof. That's proof. You're like one of the people, you're like one of the top percentage of people that will go through all the content because you are like mentally there and you get it. You get it. Not everyone does. That's why the 3% are the 3%. That's why the 1% are the 1%. Because they get it. They get that why would I go to a place for 40 hours a week for 40 years to retire on 40% of what I couldn't even live on in the first place? Why not just get on the dang internet and figure out, instead of like focusing on a boss or a government, like one entity paying you an income stream every single month, and you're like, government check coming in every single month, let me just take it. And then when the government like has like a government shutdown and they stop doing it, one entity stopped paying you. Well, isn't it better on the internet to like have products being sold all over the place? You got a bunch of videos on YouTube, people clicking links in the description, going to pages and buying stuff, people seeing stuff on social media, Facebook, Instagram, clicking links and buying stuff because you did the work once. Is it going to take a little work to set up? Yeah, you have to actually go post stuff and kind of do things in a certain way. But what's harder? Is it harder going to a 4-year college and getting a degree that puts you in debt, never being able to file bankruptcy to pay it off? Or is it easier to spend like a month, a couple months, 3 months failing your butt off and trying to get this up and running, like your friends like making fun of you because it's like you're just not getting it, you know, like this thing could work, you see it, other people are doing it, there's success stories everywhere, but like you're just getting up because you have to get the skills, and it's like, dang, it's a little tough at first, but then you get it. Like a few months later, you get it, you start doing things the right way, and you wake up one morning to an email notification, and it was like, dang, I just earned a commission. From work that I did one time. How interesting is that? Well, I won't keep you on too much longer. I just wanted to kind of let you know that, hey, my name is Brian Cain, and Now that you've seen me and heard my voice, you'll probably start seeing me over and over and over again because, I don't know, I just kind of have that weird mystical ability. And I'd love to show you how to do the same thing. Get money.